So, welcome to the Quantum Shift podcast, where we explore the stories, insights, and transformations of people who are creating meaningful impact in the world. A quantum shift is a significant change in perspective, direction, identity, or circumstance that moves you to a new level of possibility. I'm your host, Karen Kilgore, author, coach, publisher, and founder of Quantum Shift Media, where our mission is to help people unlock their full potential and share their message with the world. Each episode, I sit down with authors, coaches, speakers, and business owners who are making a difference one bold shift at a time. So, whether you're ready to launch your book, expand your influence, or create your own quantum shift, you're in the right place. Today's guest is Jackie Wheeler. And Jackie, tell us about yourself and how you light up the world. What do you do?
Oh,
What do you do that just makes everything better?
I own Jackie Style Image and Branding Agency, and I'm a personal brand stylist, which means I help you look amazing when you're showing up in all the rooms, podcasts, stages, and just for life.
I love that. And and what inspired you to do this? What's the name of your
So,
company? Jackie's
Jackie Style
Jackie
Image and
Style.
Branding
I
Agency,
love
but
it.
Jackie Style is enough.
Jackie Style. Love it. And what inspired you to begin that journey?
Well, my poor mother birthed a fashionista, and the moment that I could tell her what I wanted to wear, I was.
Mhm.
And I just knew from a young age how much I just loved fashion and style. And I started doing that with my friends in junior high and high school. Went to college for my degree in fashion and marketing, and just knew I met an amazing image consultant, and she gave me the words and the thoughts and the ideas like, oh, those are the things that I love and I know. So I finally had like a name for the thing that I was passionate about, and
Beautiful.
I've just been doing it ever since.
Beautiful. 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 And I do book publishing. I help authors write, publish, and market books. So in light of marketing, how does branding help an author really
Mm,
be seen and heard? Talk about
mm,
that for a minute. What
yes.
makes a difference in that?
So for speakers, authors, and coaches, a
Yep,
consistency is really, really important.
yep.
So whatever that brand message, that your personal brand message that you want to portray, when you figure that out, when you know that, whatever that nonverbal message is, being consistent in it is the key. So consistency in all kinds of marketing, whether you're doing business marketing, is just as important as your personal brand image. And I find, like, for myself, purple is a part of my brand. So I have a little bit of purple hair, my purple glasses. You'll see purple on me somewhere whenever I'm networking, showing up on stages and whatnot. So
Beautiful.
that consistency is really, really important. Knowing what your brand message is, your personal brand message is. And so if you have a business, you have business brand and then you have personal brand, there's this place in the middle where it marries. And that's the place where you want it all to kind of come together. And
Beautiful.
that's what I help you do.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Um, when did you realize that this was your path? When you realized that you loved fashion and all that, or was there a specific moment where this is my career? This is really what I want to do.
Um, it was when I was 19 years old. I had been styling people. We've been shopping and so, and everyone's like, "Oh, you just like to shop." And I had been very specific on it. My mom was like, "I'm not shopping with you anymore," and she would give me a budget and I would go and do my own thing. But I was 19. I was already in college. I was at ASU and I was getting my degree. And at that time, it was just business, and I wasn't sure like where to go because it was required of the first daughter to go to college. And I read one of these lifestyle magazines. They have them they were in I picked one up and I was reading through it, and there's this person called an image consultant. And I was brave, and I actually messaged, there was three ladies that were in there, and I messaged them and I'm like, I want to know more about this whole thing that's called image consulting. And one of those beautiful ladies sat down with me for coffee and gave me kind of an overview of like, this is what image consulting is. This is what we do. This is how I make my money. This is, how the clients feel. She just gave me this whole overview of the business. And it just went, oh, like I just
Yeah.
knew. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what I wanted to do. I thought I was going to go own a business. I was going to own a clothing store, going to be a buyer, I was going to style people in my shop. That's, yeah, no, it completely changed the path of my dreams and the way that I wanted to do my life and my business and how to do business. So
And you're making a major impact. I mean, this is what you're doing is really important because how people show up is huge. I mean, it's their
huge.
first impressions and the
Yep.
confidence that they have. It's a huge,
Yes.
especially, if you're selling, if you're in a selling something or you're the credibility factor. If you the
Oh,
clarity credibility factor is a big one. Uh,
100%.
yeah. So, what mindset shift or action do you recommend or do you talk to about with clients, like in the mindset on this, in the personal branding? Talk about that for.
Right. So, style and fashion and clothing choices are all very emotional, especially for women. We have a lot of emotion attached to certain outfits, certain looks.
Mm.
And so a lot of mind shift happens like, there's a lot of discovery that happens. Oh, now I know what my best colors are, body type, fashion persona. Oh, there's brand words. I have an inspiration. Once I get into the closet, though, one, your closet doesn't lie. It tells me kind of exactly where you've been, what path choices that you've made. And there's a lot of emotion that's in there. And so the mind shift often happens, that shift happens in the closet
Mm.
as you're trying things on for me, as I'm creating new looks, as we're having the conversation of, remember how I told you that your best colors are X, Y, and Z? This particular outfit is not a part of that. And having to, like, that shift of going, oh, you know what? I'm going to need to release that. I'm going to need to like take that out and do something new. I need to be brave enough to have someone in my closet. I need to be brave enough to let go of the things that no longer serves me. And so that's where that mind shift starts to happen. And I give them permission to be like, if there's something that you love because it's attached to a really beautiful memory, or you wore it on your honeymoon, or your husband got it for you, but he's gone now, or I wore that my first time on stage. That's fine. Keep those things and put them to the side, but they don't have to be in the your eye view. Um, and so that all of those things really create a huge shift for my clients of like, oh, I can keep it, but I don't have to look at it.
Uh,
It reduces that decision fatigue. It reduces that anxiety about walking into your closet and trying to figure out what the heck to wear for an event or for this or for that.
right.
So I help with all of those things to help that with that shift happening. And it starts in the closet, and then we do the fitting room. And fitting rooms have a lot of emotion too.
And can you do this online or do you have to be in person?
Oh, I love in person. It's my favorite.
Sure, of course.
Absolutely can do it
Yeah.
online. Virtual
Okay.
is apps. I've done it multiple times.
Because you take
But
your
yes,
your computer, your iPad or whatever, your phone into the
yeah,
closet
we
and
can
you
zoom
can
in. I just
okay.
did that this week. I will
Okay.
say, if you decide to do a virtual with me, to make sure that you're fully honest, because when I can't like go and touch and see all the things that are secrets in there,
Sure.
then you're not going to get the fullest from. So your vulnerability and your honesty with me during that time is actually serve you well.
Beautiful. So, what did you have to let go of to be able to do this? What quantum shift did you have to go through?
Oh, um, I will say that I consistently have to remember the things that I teach my own clients, that fitting and you're wearing the size that you are now. Um, Not saving things for someday, but wearing them now. So there's a lot of and trusting myself that it's okay to release the things that no longer serve me, and to Those things are huge. And I am a work in progress and I use my own techniques on myself as I'm growing. The other piece in that I think too is there was some expectations as the first daughter and the first granddaughter, the firstborn of all those things. And they did not expect me to be an entrepreneur. They thought I was going to do all kinds of other things. And so there was a big shift in my family from before I was married. And then when I had kids, there was more like I had to make decisions, even when I had children, to be like, okay, where am I going to be at today? And what are my priorities? And sometimes it shifted away from my business and more towards my boys. And other times it shifted towards more towards my business because it needed to support my boys. So anyway, those are some of the things.
I love that. That's beautiful. And what are you celebrating?
What am I celebrating?
What
Oh
breakthrough or
God.
success or what story are
Yeah.
you celebrating?
Okay. Well, I one of my big goals this year in the next for my career, for my business is I am creating a styling opportunity in Paris for clients. And I have been just so excited to pull all of these things together. And so my goal is to do it on a yearly basis, and we're going to do our first one in 2027.
I love it.
So,
That's great.
yeah, so we're on the path to go make that happen. So I'm celebrating that.
I love it. I celebrate that with you. That's fabulous.
Thank you.
Um, how um, how can what takeaway do you want to give the audience? Do you have any free gifts that you want to give
Yes.
promote? Great. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll put that in the link below. And how can listeners connect with you? What's the best way to connect with you?
All right. Well, find me on Insta. That's you're going to see me and some of my processes and some of my clients on there. I'm at the jackiestyle.com is my website, but all of my socials are the Jackie Style.
Okay.
And my free gift is at thejackiestyle.com/free gift. So,
Very good. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. And what legacy or ripple effect do you want to leave in the world?
oh,
What do you want
well,
to leave with people?
I I have two things. So for my clients, I want them to remember, and those that haven't met me yet, that you are uniquely and beautifully and wonderfully made. There is no one like you. So be you, be authentically you. You don't have to try to be like anyone else in whatever hair color, eye color, body type, size, whatever that is. You're perfect the way you are, and you're loved. The
Yes.
other thing is I'm leaving a legacy for my children, which I now will my boys take up my image consulting? No, they're not remotely interested. But I'm seeing that the entrepreneurship and the love of assisting people and helping people is already affecting their lives and how they are thinking about their futures. And I absolutely love that I'm watching that legacy right now.
Yes. How old are they?
16 and 20 are living at home, and 38 is already off and going doing other stuff.
Great. Good, good, good.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And who do you love working with the most? Who's your
As
ideal?
far,
Like you just
oh,
your ideal, like, oh,
I,
if I could work with this person. Oh, I love it.
yeah,
Who
yes.
is that? Who
So
is that?
I love working with women. I do work with men, but I love working with women. Those women that are making those transitions, they're getting highlighted on stages, on podcasts. They're ready to make that transition, and they know that it's time to let somebody else take care of it for them so that they can just focus on their genius.
Beautiful, beautiful. And any last takeaways, any final comments you want to leave with the audience? Why work
Oh,
with
well,
you? Why work with you? That's one thing I
why?
want to know. Yeah. Why you?
Yeah, why me?
Yeah.
I will say that if you're working with an image consultant, personal stylist, brand stylist, um, all of us have a similar tool bag, but you'll want to find that one right person that makes you feel your best. So when you're in this vulnerable space, so why work with me? You're going to work with me because you love who I am just as much as you see what that transformation is going to look like. So, as much as I'd love to tell you it's my education, it's my background, it's my, I've been doing this for over 30 years, all those things can make me different. But what you're going to see the differences in how I make you feel in when we're working together.
Well, and it feels like you just see people. You have this gift of seeing, and you're not just looking at them, you're seeing through them and their potential. That's what I'm getting. And
Oh, thank
you have a
you.
real gift, you can really see someone. And I mean, I'm all about unlocking people's potential, and how they look and present themselves is huge. It's a big deal. It really is. So I love what
Thank
you're
you.
doing. I love what you're doing. It's beautiful. And we'll put the link below for your contact, how do people can reach you. And thank you so much for being on the Quantum Shift podcast. Thank
Thank
you
you
for
for having me.
yeah, thank you for joining us today on the Quantum Shift podcast. I hope this conversation sparks something within you, a reminder that your story, your voice, and your purpose have the power to shift not only your life, but the world around you. If you're ready to unlock your potential and share your message in a bigger way, I invite you to connect with me at quantumshiftmedia.com. Together, we'll transform your story into impact, income, and inspiration for others. Until next time, keep creating, keep rising, and remember every moment is an opportunity to make your own quantum shift.